Whoa.
Oh.
Got some bass.
Nice, some polyrhythms.
They always
there, too.
choose such interesting times to add new instruments.
Now you're reacting to the boy group EXO and their B-side song called Stronger off their 2016 Exact album.
This B-side is sung by only 4 EXO members, which are the main and lead vocalists of the group. The lyrics are about how it's fine to give up when you've got a problem because at the end of the day, it can make you stronger because of the people who will always have your back, which in EXO's case can be applied to their relationship with their fans. After all the hardships that EXO has been going through, they will always become stronger because of their fans. The song was composed by Andreas Oberg, Gustav Karlström, and Joo Hyung-lee.
Cool. I'm ready.
Nice.
Yeah. It's already pretty good.
Dude, there's like jazz chords here, bro.
Oh, big 6/8. Yeah. I didn't realize quite at first because it was just like downbeats, but I got it.
Ooh. Now we're swinging it. He's got a really good voice.
Oh.
Flat 6. Come on, never gets old. Oh.
We just moved on to another key.
Welcome to Andreas Oberg's world. It is Andreas Oberg's world, and we're just living in it. The free rhythm is fantastic.
Feeling stronger, feeling stronger. 길었던 어둠이 거쳐가고.
That was nice. I like all the backgrounds.
There was a lot of text painting there.
Yeah.
Because when he said the darkness was lifted, he was singing an ascending line.
Ooh,
And then the
yes.
harmonies were very like the sun peeking through the clouds.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
I love like the way they're messing with the rhythm. It's also like just good chords.
I feel like the chords are changing, even though the melody stays the same, which is kind of great.
Oh, okay. You do that run. You go.
They're only like the slightest bit different, like timbre.
But the perfect amount.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like a more of a modern jazz type of sound.
Yeah.
Just because of how it's balanced.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like that part right there. The bass line's real, or just like the chord progression is really, really cool.
Yeah, like a lot of parallel alterations going on.
Yeah.
I like him. Whoa.
Oh.
Got some bass.
Nice, some polyrhythms.
They
there,
always
too.
choose such interesting times to add new instruments.
It's like the same thing but different this time.
Yeah.
Like they treat it differently.
What's cool too about like the way that they're writing the vocal line is because it's in 3. The line is in 3, but it also sort of like polyrhythmic, that whole 2 against 3 kind of.
They're like transitions in between sections are really smooth because usually one of the voices will take over the next line before the last one is finished. So it just like keeps flowing.
Yeah.
At least it resolves.
Yes.
Oh, wow, did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, the lift of the keys.
Yes.
You have a bunch of chords that don't fit the key, and then, not saying it's bad, it's just like, wow, like, that was, threw me off course. I was just listening to it, it's like, wow, a lot of nice chords, and then all of a sudden, those chords happen. I don't know the chords.
There's some 13ths in there, but we get to like sharp 11 territory, you know.
I don't know those.
I spotted some some funky. I feel like some of the chords in this song are literally like you put every note in that scale together, but you just like spread it out so that it sounds like a giant cluster. But that
aggregate.
You know, jazz musicians do that, and I think it's time we listen to true jazz, because that was some true jazz knowledge. You know, none of that phony stuff.
This is it. This is awesome. This is, yeah.
I really did that, yeah. It's the sort
Killing.
of like
killing.
laid back, like chill vibe that I need right now.
Really nice piano texture going on through the whole thing. The places where it did have bass were just really tasteful too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Background's really nice. I like the comment that you made about like the mids and just like how they had the piano sound to where it didn't seem like anything was missing out of the arrangement. Like you had that low end that like say the bass guitarist would provide. So that was really, really nice.
Well, it was very intimate, just the fact that the texture was so sparse.
Yeah.
It's so kind of bleak and blank. It was kind of just the four of them singing and the piano, and that was it. And there was some very subtle bass stuff going on that was edited, but other than that, it was really, really kind of sparse and intimate in that way.
Yeah.
It was almost like they're just sitting down at the piano with their fans, so to speak.
And the way it was super jazzy made it feel really improv.
Well, life is kind of improv.
That's so true.
It's just like, I mean, that's what they were talking about in the song. It's like, it's very up and down. Some days are hard. You know, some days other people can be there for you. Some days you have to be there for yourself. It's kind of just like you kind of take life day by day and do your best and get better.
Okay, so now you'll be comparing Stronger to EXO's B-side song called Wait, which was released on their 2018 Love Shot Repackage album. And even though it was released in 2018, it was actually written way back in 2014 by Andreas Oberg, who also contributed to Stronger, and Jimmy Burney. So they joke that the title Wait is very appropriate. Andreas is the guitarist in the track and says that the goal was to create something emotional for the winter season.
I feel like
Winter is emotional.
I was going to say, my winter season is already pretty
It's already
emotional.
pretty emotional. Is
Like,
Andreas
I feel like
from
we're,
Norway?
I feel like we're good, but maybe that's just me.
It just it kicks you while you're down.
God, winter. Lord.
3, 2, wait.
Man, that's a very nice laid back feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the guy I like. Still sounds good.
Ah, the flat 7 chord attacks.
Babe.
Of course.
It's always
I just rolls his eyes.
It's always whenever they introduce a new person, they just flash.
It's not just a new person; it's the new section of the song.
Oh yeah, well they coincide with that too.
Yep.
See?
Yep. Why not?
It
makes sense. It's climbing
It's
up.
so smart. Good marketing.
Good marketing.
Oh. That's a different key.
This is, I think, so far the best EXO I've ever heard.
But like the last one had like the sort of piano and voice, and this one is like acoustic guitar. But there's more people singing, so it's like a little bit louder.
There's a bitonality thing there. The chords that came in on the ensemble was a different chord than the one that established at the bottom. I think it's C major and D major together.
Wow. Bitonality.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh, he's got like a smokier timbre.
Ooh. You know what I wouldn't mind? Like a very subtle, very soft, just like hi-hat and snare drum.
Why not? Just harmonize the whole damn riff.
What?
Whole thing.
Whole thing. Yes.
It's interesting too that they would choose to have, instead of like the previous song that we listened to where it was just like kind of almost like a block of chords or just short impactful moments, that they have everybody singing together. Here it seems like there's always at least either one person or like a couple of people accompanying the vocal line along with it.
Yeah.
It's interesting, like, arranging technique. Except for here, obviously, where it's like call and response. But
Right.
They always do that, like, chest hair.
Yeah.
Their transitions are amazing. And their colorful little melodic choices.
That is a weird chord progression. I feel like he's saying that time for the first
This
time.
feels so singable. It's a good range.
Nice. I thought they were gonna go. Whoa,
Oh,
oh, it keeps.
phew.
Oh my goodness, it ain't over.
Yes!
They do so much of this acapella stuff with their group. I love that. Like, even in their like more like hip hop songs, I've heard them like do little like bridges or stuff that are just all acapella, and they blend so freaking well together. Like someone engineered this group very well.
I love the ending because it's just like a one chord as the Lord intended. Just very like simple.
Not even a one chord.
Just a one.
It's just tonic.
Just a one. I feel like this is the same vibe as the other song. Where
Yeah.
It's very, very relaxing. I feel so peaceful and relaxed right now.
Mm-hmm. Both songs are very intimate in that, like I said, the textures are very sparse. It's kind of just like, in the first one, it was like the main singer's backup vocals and piano. In this, it was more just guitar, the main singer's backup vocals. So there's definitely a difference there. In terms of harmony, the first one was a lot more, I don't know, the choices they made seemed a lot more really unexpected. Like they would just, and it was mostly in the piano, they would, and the backup vocals too in the first one, they would just take these really unexpected turns, and it kind of left you with this feeling of like, I don't know what's happening, but they're still singing really quietly and softly, so I'm listening to that. But it's not the kind of unexpected melodic turns that make you feel anxious. It was still a really kind of relaxed song. This one was melodically interesting, but I think in maybe more conventional ways, but it was still really interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
They were playing a lot, not necessarily with jazz harmonies in this one, but there was still a lot of kind of clashing dissonances, but it was still really soft, and the timbres were really similar, like you were saying. I prefer the second one. It was just beautiful the way they were writing those harmonies, and then the just tiny little riffs and breaks in their voices that they were showing off really nicely. It was really kind of a relaxed kind of mood. I thought it was really nice. And it's kind of nice because the message too, a lot of songs that deal with this kind of like, I will wait for you kind of message might be a little more angsty, like, oh, I'm waiting for you, like, come on, like, don't you realize this other man, like, can't treat you as good as I can? Like, it's really angsty like that. But this was very kind of like, it was more of a positive kind of message. I'm happy with myself, but I'm still waiting for you to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was wholesome. It was really nice.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, I like their style, and I like that they
Yeah.
like stick to it.
I like their style too.
Just a nice
chill jam.
Yeah, smooth jam, chill jam.
Yeah,
just
they
like
need a sax.
It didn't have as much bass as the first one that we saw, and I thought that what was really nice about the first one is that they really kind of brought that out in the piano. It's not that, I don't know how much they added in post-production, but they really brought out the natural timbre of the piano in the lower end, and the guitar just doesn't have that. It just doesn't have that same kind of resonant capabilities. So I think if they had had just one more element to the song, you know, like we were talking halfway through, whether it was just a very, very simple drum setup with an acoustic drum set, or whether it was a sax solo, like a very light sax solo, or a guitar solo halfway through.
But I really liked the melody.
Yeah,
it's just like a nice song.
I like this song because, you know, the great thing about Andreas Oberg's writing is that you can be adventurous with your chords, but I feel like he still stays with the philosophy of the song. For example, this one, you know, it's a cozy song, so the chord changes don't have as much shock value as they're just like pleasantly uplifting. And then in the other song, there's definitely more of a punch with every key change. It's like, I dare to go there. I dare to go there. Yeah. And it also has to do with the tempo, obviously. This one's a bit slower, so it has more time to prepare you for every change, so it feels more gentle. But both are equally crunchy, and I don't know which one I like more. They're equally good, especially because this one has the C major, D major clash of titans.
Clash of the Titans. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you guys don't know that TV show.
Is that Lydian?
Hello everyone, I'm Umu, ReacttotheK channel creator, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed or learned something from it. If you'd like to support us or help ReacttotheK grow, you can do so by visiting our Patreon and help us out by pledging any amount you can. Till next time.